Yeah, I mean, it's like, it was crazy. I was on the phone with my mom the other night, and she was like, you have less than a month left of college. And I was like, it seems like the other day we were moving into co-ed.
Yeah, so I think the MIAC is a really special group of teams because it is a competitive conference.
Yeah, so the favorite team I guess I'd like to play with is St. John's. We've always gone head-to-head against them.
Yeah, for me, and I think for a lot of people on the football team, I think it was always St. John's, Bethel, St. Thomas when they were still with us.
I would say St. Thomas, but I guess those kind of chickened out because I guess losing 3 times against us is kind of rough to handle.
I really like to compete against St. Ben's.
But I've always said that my favorite team to play is Carleton because those guys are really good dudes. They're like the nicest guys ever. Like, you know, you play some teams in your life and you just really, you can't stand them. Like, they just irk you for some reason. Like, every guy on Carleton's a great dude.
Probably St. Olaf. I just feel like that was always a rivalry game.
I definitely enjoyed playing Augsburg. It was always a super competitive game, and our environment and atmosphere on the sidelines and on the field was always super high.
Yeah, I'd say Olaf. They're like our biggest competition in cross for sure.
I really, really like going to men's basketball games. We love the baseball team. If you go to any men's basketball team, chances are the baseball team's going to be front and center in that first row. And yeah, we love going to Gus Young Court on Saturday afternoons and watching the Gussie basketball team play.
Yeah, that would easily be baseball.
Yeah, so I'm a Zamboni driver, as you know, and I love watching the women's hockey.
I would say either volleyball or hockey.
I think my favorite, and probably because I don't know that much about it, is tennis.
I'd say my favorite to watch is probably women's hockey.
I've gone to a few hockey games, especially this season for the girls hockey. They had a tremendous season, so it's been kind of fun following them, so yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I have to go with football. I filmed for them all 4 years here, so probably the Gustie football team.
I really like watching tennis, specifically the women's tennis team.
I love watching women's basketball because of my 2 roommates, Grace and Sienna. They're really fun to support, and they also come and support me, so probably girls basketball. My favorite food in the CAF would probably be their General's chicken.
Probably the General's chicken.
General's chicken for sure.
A calf breakfast burrito every morning. It's my favorite meal. You got to go with the hash browns, which they don't really have hash browns all the time anymore, which kind of makes me upset. But
The sweet potato tots and carrot cake.
shout out to Toby Sengvang Sai, chili glazed meatloaf. That's a fan favorite.
Yeah, frosty owns, like definitely my favorite tradition. Kind of a like, you know, sweet tooth. Definitely eating a few, like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5, 6 too. Kind of tradition at Gustavus because it's just like kind of cute, little fun thing. Like people don't really appreciate, but it's like one thing, it's free food, and second, it's kind of fun to like put all that frosting, like at least 5 scoops on, and eat them afterwards. It's definitely cool. I can't recommend blue topping because that's like kind of staining your teeth and everything, but
I have to be a chicken sandwich. I have it every day, 7 days a week.
I don't know, maybe this shouldn't get aired, but what I'll do is I'll get a wrap and I'll get all the meat on it, but then I'll go.
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Something that I like to just do myself was warm up the cookies and then stick them in my ice cream.
Yeah, I get a lot of heat for this, but I do a blueberry bagel with 2 chicken strips on it, and then sriracha and honey. And people look at me weird, but don't knock it till you try it.
Well, definitely like freshman, sophomore year would be spring rolls. But I ate those so much. So
The other day, I was on my way home, and a friend called me and told me there were street tacos in the CAF, and I turned around and came back.
But I'd probably say Matt Payne. He's just been along with me for the whole ride. I ran in high school with him.
Yeah, it would have to be Benjamin Lundberg for sure. Growing up, he would come to the Owatonna like summer basketball camps, and we would compete against each other in like the free throw contest, hot shot contest, and it was always us two battling it out every year.
Favorite teammate? I have a least favorite teammate, Dan Sandvig. You've been warned. He'll just have to keep his head up at Old Man Summer Skates this summer.
Annie's cart just went in the water, and she had to go in after them. So it was so windy, and the wind just blew her cart straight into the water, and she was only on like the 5th hole, so she needed her clubs. So she had to go swimming for her clubs and her cart. Everything was soaked.
Me and my doubles partner, Anna Stutz,
and I hit like this crazy shot that I definitely shouldn't have gotten to, and it barely went over the net, and we were just so excited, and she went in for the high five, and instead of hitting my hand, she hit me right in the face.
I do have one about a coach. So last year during the pandemic, to kind of keep the team more connected, we would do Epic Thursdays. So you would take like a video or a picture of you doing something that you thought was epic, and John always got involved. And so I have a video, the entire team has a video of John starting at the sign and running all the way up to Old Main, and it's hilarious. See, the camera is in his hand, so it's moving and you can't see anything that's going on, and definitely remembering that one for a while.
Old Main Hill, Epic Thursday.
Hopefully it's not accomplished yet. Our team's trying to get at large bid to nationals, and so we'll find out this weekend, and if we make it, I'd say that probably is my biggest accomplishment for our team. So.
I would say winning the MIAC championship this past year. This year, winning the playoffs and going to the NCAA tournament with my team in Iowa. Yeah, it was a fun time.
I think my biggest accomplishment would be being both athletic all-conference and academic all-conference.
Buffalo in overtime, and that was our first overtime win for like my class. And then also that kind of like clinched like that we were going to go to playoffs as well, which like for my class we hadn't made playoffs either, so that was a really big win.
A quarterfinal game against River Falls to send us to the Frozen Four. It was probably my best game I've ever had in my career, and I've wanted to beat River Falls since freshman year, so it's extra special. Yeah.
I don't know it like one specifically. I'll go with just being roasted by Coach Torque every single day. I think that has been a highlight of my time on the track and field team.
Torque. I'll miss Torque the most.
Probably hear this from a lot of people if you ever ask somebody about cross country, but it really is a family. I'm so grateful for all of my teammates, especially the seniors that I've grown up with for the last 4 years. My teammates, and they've really become my family on the hill, and they're amazing, all amazing people.
It's more than just being an athlete. I'd say it's about having all of my teammates and friends so close to me. I feel like this is the only time in our lives we'll ever be this close with each other, and after college we all start doing our own thing. So it's really special that we're all here and doing the same thing, and we're close.
Yeah, I think what makes me proud is not only just how successful all Gusty athletes are just on the field and on their teams, but in the classroom, in the community, how proud all the alumni are. Like, that's something that's really cool, is for me to go to all these different places and be proud to say I was a Gusty athlete, so that's pretty cool for me.
There's opportunities that you have here as a student athlete that I feel like you wouldn't get at a lot of other schools.
I guess I've learned about myself that I'm tougher than I thought I was.
Gusty athlete because Gusties are hard workers. We aren't known as people who take the easy way out. We dig deep, we work hard, and it definitely shows on all of our teams.
I'm pretty proud that I have the support of the whole Gustavus community, not just my team and my coaches, but also the administration. I can see my professors will come to games, or other just workers, faculty around the college, and other sports team. Just the support we have for each other is really awesome.
Well, it's right behind the net, essentially. All those banners. I'm starting to tear up.
Not even that I get to play college baseball, but more specifically, I get to play baseball for Gustavus, because it's a respected school. They have a good history as athletics, and being able to say that I was a part of that for 4 years and a part of doing some great things is really special.
Wait, I'm in testing first. You guys good? Okay. I just checked. Just wanted that whole Hollywood experience. Woo! Damn, I was kind of excited.
Let's see.
The biggest thing. Sorry, I'm distracted. That's Dom right there. What's up, Dom?
She came in as a freshman and just worked her butt off, and she was so fun to play with.
And I also pray for all my appendages to stay attached to my body.
Is chapel break a tradition? Does that count? I love chapel break. I think it's genius. I like what 30 minutes where you just have to do nothing. That's awesome.